Thank you for starting your morning with us at WBTV. It is Tuesday, September 14th.
And now at 6:30, we continue to follow this breaking news as Tropical Storm Nicholas is lashing the Texas Gulf Coast right now. Abby Tedros is in the Alert Center.
And here's what it looks like in Houston this morning. There are whipping winds, but the big concern, according to officials, is the rain. First Alert meteorologist Al Conklin is tracking its path, and I have the latest as far as the damage in the Alert Center. Plus, Charlotte neighbors want a historic school originally built for students of color to be preserved. Sharon Hayes is live.
Well, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School Board is working to decide whether or not it's going to sell some of their surplus properties, which includes that historic Morgan School. And so coming up, we're going to hear why some local neighbors are working to make sure that land is preserved as a rich part of Black American history.
And two FDA leaders don't believe the general public needs a COVID-19 booster shot right now. We'll tell you why and what they say should take priority.
Also, Charlotte moving forward with the new Lynx Blue Line stop in South End, the two locations where it could be built. And good morning. Welcome back to WBTV News this morning on this Tuesday. I'm John Carter.
I'm Mary King.
And I'm meteorologist Al Conklin. Now, Abby is going to talk a lot about what's happening in Texas because Houston, you do have a problem. Heavy rain is going to be the issue there. Meantime, we can't buy a drop of rain around here. It is really dry.
And hot.
It's seasonably warm. Right. All right. You can call it hot. You're right, Mary. Close to 90 degrees. Hey, right now, biggest issue is we're dealing with some fog, particularly in Chesterfield County. Zero visibility being reported down that way. So if you're on Highway 9 coming across Chesterfield County, be cautious there in the Petey River Valley. A mile now around Shelby and Gaffney and up towards the mountains. We typically get fog this time of the year. Right now, downtown Lincoln not looking bad, getting a little brighter sky as we look off towards the east, but we're still about a half hour, 40 minutes away from sun up here. So again, it's going to be dark early this morning. You head out the door. 55 in Boone. You're cooler than yesterday. Everybody else is in the 60s, 67 Charlotte, Monroe 64, 62 in Gastonia, 65 now in Statesville. So for today, hazy sunshine, almost a carbon copy of yesterday. 60s this morning, mid-80s lunchtime, just shy of 90 this afternoon. And again, very little chance for any rain. Now that will be changing as some of the moisture from Nicholas eventually heads in our direction. Briefly was a hurricane, made landfall in Texas last night. And now the big story is it is basically just coming to a screeching halt and putting down heavy rain, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. And in the Alert Center, Abby Tedros standing by, and she's got more on what you're seeing down there, Abby.
Yeah, there is a lot coming into the newsroom this morning. This is the live picture I've been monitoring out of Galveston, Texas, and I want you to focus your attention on the left-hand side of your screen where you could see the whipping winds moving those palm trees, and that's one part of the story this morning. The other part, the rain, which is giving way to flash flooding, and this is what it looked like overnight. You could see this overpass, that water rising, major concerns according to officials, and this is going to be the story of Nicholas. I want to direct your attention to this video as well. A downed tree. This is in Brazoria, Texas, where it fell onto an RV and a trailer of sorts. Thankfully, we know this morning there were no injuries in connection with this incident, but we of course are monitoring what's going on in Texas and Louisiana as Nicholas continues to make its presence known. As more information comes in, we of course will alert you. John and Mary.
All right, thanks, Abby. Okay, time now to get a check of the roads this morning.
First Alert traffic with Rachel Coulter. Rachel, how are they looking out there?
You know, so far this morning, everything had been looking okay, but just in a couple of moments ago, I did want to pass along an update. Let me zoom in a little bit closer. This is east of 485. If you typically travel around 49, so there's Harrisburg right there. There's Rocky River. There's a road closure I want to pass along. And this is important. There's some emergency repairs that are now taking place on a sinkhole. Okay, so that's just in. That's going to be the road closed at Rocky River Road between High Meadow Drive and Silver Fox Drive. And of course, that estimated time of completion not until 8:30 tonight. So it's going to be important information to pass along again if you live out in that community. I also want to pass along an update farther south in York County, South Carolina. Remember the diverging diamond that opened yesterday right on Gold Hill Road Bridge. We've got some slowdowns out there, which is anticipated. It's a new traffic pattern, so that's going to be anticipated here, I'm imagining, for the next couple of days or so. But just to give you an idea of what those slowdowns look like, traveling towards I-77 from the west, speeds just shy of 20 miles an hour, and then getting onto I-77 from the east, speeds is even as low as 5 miles an hour. So allow for extra time heading out the door if you typically take this route, guys.
All right, Rachel, some good information there. Well, happening today, Charlotte-Mecklenburg school board members are set to vote on whether or not to sell its surplus properties.
On that list, the historic Morgan School. WBTV Sharon Hayes live on this story. Sharon, we're hearing from neighbors who are concerned about what happens next. Tell us more.
Well, good morning, Mary and John. Well, the Morgan School is located in the Cherry neighborhood, and it was built way back in the 1920s so that black students could get an education. But in fact, the entire neighborhood was the first community here in Charlotte to offer home ownership to working class black Americans. So it definitely means a lot to the community. And we spoke with the vice president of the Cherry Community Organization, who says they've expressed a desire to own the building for more than 3 decades now, but nothing has happened. Now, the school itself has been empty since back in 2017. The concern is school board members will sell the building to an owner who could tamper with the school's rich history. And we should note the school has been designated as a local historic landmark.
So we're saying it's our turn now, and we are capable of designing programming for this school that is befitting of our community without someone saying to us, here's what should go in here.
Now, the board member who represents that particular area, Carol Sawyer, did tell our team that she supports selling the property, and that will not prevent the Cherry Community Organization from purchasing the school. And she says language could also be written so that it would instruct owners what they can and cannot do to the school. Meanwhile, that vote is scheduled for later tonight, and our team will be following it and let you know any decisions that come out of that. I'm Sharon Hayes reporting live at the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Government Center. WBTV on your side.
And CMS will also discuss face coverings at tonight's meeting. It's happening at 6 o'clock. State law requires school districts to discuss face coverings monthly. CMS will also discuss considering granting the superintendent authority to transition students from in-person learning because of COVID-19. And we also know Alexander County Schools and Lincoln County Schools will meet today to discuss face masks. York District 1 in South Carolina also meeting and plans to give an update on COVID-19. New this morning, 2 FDA leaders who will be stepping down in coming weeks don't believe the general public needs a COVID-19 booster shot right now.
Yeah, they're arguing the current vaccine supply could save more lives if used in people who are not yet vaccinated. They say the vaccine's highly effective against both symptomatic and severe disease from the main variants, and that recent studies don't show substantially declining protection. Right now, U.S. federal health officials are set to give boosters starting this fall. Advisors to the FDA will weigh in about an extra Pfizer dose at a public meeting this Friday. All right, this is new this morning. Charlotte moving forward with plans to build another light rail station at South End.
That's according to our partners at the Charlotte Observer. City Council unanimously approving a $1.9 million contract to plan and design the new stop. Charlotte has identified 2 possible locations, next to Publix on South Boulevard or next to Sycamore Brewing and Atherton Mill and Market. Leaders say the stop is needed at South End's population because it's exploding there. There's no word on how much it'll cost taxpayers or when it could be built.
All right, next on WBTV.
Well, we just want to tell y'all thank you. Just want to tell y'all thank you. I appreciate everybody.
A touching tribute to a 3-year-old Charlotte boy who was killed as he slept. 150 rounds shot into his home. What Asaya Figueroa's father has to say to our community.
And changes you need to know about at Harris Teeter. This as we're told groceries will start getting more expensive. We're going to explain.
And we've got a little bit of fog this morning, and of course we're tracking the tropics where it's very active right now. We're also tracking smoke from western wildfires still here in the Carolinas, and that means another hazy day on the way today. We'll look for high temperature close to 90. We'll talk weekend forecast, Rachel, when we come back.
And so far this morning, the traffic conditions haven't been all that bad, but now we're starting to see some more accidents get reported out there. And of course, we have that sinkhole that's causing big time issues to the north and east of Charlotte. The latest look at your traffic and your commute this morning next.
Closed captioning on WBTV News is sponsored by Subaru South Boulevard and Subaru Concord.
WBTV is on your side, giving back to the community with our 3-degree guarantee. Each day that our forecast is accurate within 3 degrees, we'll donate $50 to a local charity. WBTV's 3-degree guarantee, sponsored by Coit Cleaning and Restoration.
Time and temperature on WBTV is sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
Hey folks, there's 5,000 reasons to take a short drive to Hickory. It's our $5,000 test drive, where you can win $5,000 by simply test driving a car. This is Ming from Hickory. She won $5,000 and you can too.
Before you buy it, give Mike a try.
It's 1-800-NEW-TOYOTA.
Only dependable, on-time electrical makes you this promise.
It's fixed right or it's free.
And that's a guarantee.
On-time electrical. Dependable.
Need a smart, innovative agent? Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. You know choosing the right agent is important, so you'll want to review their performance before hiring them. I love agents that invest their own money into smart marketing, which gets you more qualified buyers and more money for your home. Bottom line, you have to trust them. And in Charlotte, you can trust Stephen Cooley. Like me, Stephen understands cutting-edge marketing. Google Stephen Cooley and you won't go wrong.
We're proud to serve our Charlotte community.
Window Nation did an excellent job. We love our new windows.
Thank you for the opportunity to do business with y'all.
Get 2 free windows when you buy 2. Window Nation, the perfect fit for Charlotte.
Palmetto State Armory is now open in Denver, North Carolina, near Lake Norman at 1417 State Road 16. Come shop our selection of firearms, accessories, fishing supplies, and more. We also offer 18 shooting lanes in our updated, modern indoor shooting range. Bring your own gear or rent some of ours. Palmetto State Armory, now open near Lake Norman in Denver, North Carolina. More info at facebook.com/PSA Lake Norman.
Try the new Bo's Chicken Sandwich for $3.99, only at Bojangles. It's Bo time.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip. Run in place at all times.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Now through September 16th, join for just $1 down, $10 a month, and cancel anytime. With tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Don't miss out. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Hurry, deal ends September 16th.
25 area locations. Find the club near you at planetfitness.com.
Most people are motivated by impulses.
Our life's work is on the line.
All you can do is tell the truth and hope that the evidence doesn't disagree.
I think we need to talk about why you're really back here at CSI.
Woody's Auto Service, you got a friend in us.
Welcome back. We are hearing from a Charlotte father whose 3-year-old was shot and killed last week while he was sleeping.
Another vigil held last night for Asaya Figueroa. Asaya's 5-year-old sister was grazed by a bullet as well, but will be okay. Mother's averted offspring came out to honor Asaya's life. His father spoke, thanking everyone for their support.
I appreciate y'all showing my baby boy so much love, because I don't have it, y'all.
But his memory will live on with us. To Bree and the rest of the bereaved family, he never gives us more than we can bear.
All right. Jacob Lanier is now charged in the murder case. The 21-year-old is facing 9 counts of shooting into an occupied dwelling and conspiracy to commit murder charges. A judge denied his bond yesterday. Quatonio Stevens is also charged. He's facing a charge of accessory after the fact to felony. Investigators haven't said exactly how he was involved. An international art exhibit could be headed to the Mint Museum in Uptown Charlotte, but at a price. It's called Picasso Landscapes Out of Bounds.
Our partners at the Charlotte Observer reporting city and county officials are considering committing a total of $500,000 of taxpayer money for the exhibit. They talked about it at last night's city council meeting. More is expected to be shared soon, but the American Federation of Art's website has the exhibit in Charlotte at the Mint Museum from late February to May of 2023. The Observer reports Mayor Villisle said there should be community engagement and educational opportunities for children to justify the investment. Changes at Harris Teeter starting tomorrow. Store hours are reducing.
Yeah, they'll now be open from 6 a.m. until 9 p.m. Of course, the company's based in Matthews. It says the extra time will allow it to focus on cleaning and restocking. The company also wants to guarantee associates can take their earned days off. The new hours are until further notice.
Kroger, which owns Harris Teeter, has announced it plans to hike prices in the latter part of this year. The chain blaming inflation and says it's planning to pass some of the costs off to consumers. Beef prices have already shot up 14% this year. Pork also up double-digit percentages, while poultry is up more than 6%.
Yeah, a lot
just
going
in time
up.
for Thanksgiving, huh?
Oh, boy.
That's wild to think about, because it definitely doesn't feel like the holidays are close by right now.
No, not right now. We were close to 90 yesterday, and of course the tropics. We've had Nicholas, our 14th named storm, which is, by the way, what we would normally have. The 14th named storm would be towards the end of the season. That would be an entire season, but we're not done yet. We still have the rest of September, October, November to go. And Nicholas right now is on shore. It made landfall early this morning and is bringing heavy rain now to East Texas, into Louisiana, into Mississippi, and even into Alabama. So there are flood watches that extend all the way over to the Florida Panhandle in advance of it. Now, closer to home, the only issue here really is fog this morning. 2-mile visibility around Hickory, a mile in Shelby, 0 in Chesterfield, 3 in Albemarle. Use caution out there this morning. There's some haze out there as well. That's drifting in the smoke from western wildfires back into the southeast. And so we've got a little bit of haze that's not represented here by the icons, but trust me, it'll be there. Hazy sunshine temperatures this morning starting in the 60s. We'll wind up in the 70s by late morning, and then late this afternoon, much like yesterday, I think we fall just shy of 90 degrees with hazy sunshine and a rain-free day. Now, eventually the moisture, or at least some of the moisture from Nicholas, is going to spread deeper into the south, including Georgia and the Carolinas, and that will help to bring us a little better opportunity for some much-needed rain around here. For a bigger check or a broader check of the tropics, going to bring in Rachel right now, meteorologist Rachel Coulter. And Rachel, we're seeing activity here close to home and also way out into the Atlantic right now. Very, very busy.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And of course, Nicholas was a hurricane not too long ago that was out to our south and west. And then we've got 2 disturbances out to our east, especially out in the Atlantic. But I do want to focus in on Nicholas real quick, because even though we have seen a decrease in intensity, and this is something that we talk about a lot in terms of tropical systems, it really doesn't matter what the intensity is, especially when you have such a slow moving system. Let me show you why. So tropical storm strength now, still going to see a decrease in intensity now that it's made its way inland, so that fuel source cut off for sure. But this is going to be such a slow mover that we're going to see some really high rain totals with this system, even over 10 inches of rain on a widespread scale, even localized totals up to about 20 inches of rain going to be possible. And then you travel farther out towards the east. There's those other disturbances we were talking about, one with a high threat of tropical development, another with a medium threat of tropical development right along the east coast, not expected to make landfall. But in terms of what we can expect here at home, I know, Al, you've been watching this closely.
Yeah, and what this is going to do, I believe, is going to help push more moisture up into our part of the Carolinas coming from the southeast. So coupled with that and the moisture from Nicholas, I think our rain chances will start to go up. And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now, the humidity level is going to be very high going forward. Today, it's okay, but the rest of the week and right through the weekend, it will be very noticeable. Our rain chances, again, they're not off the charts. We're not talking 60, 70, 80%, but 30 to 40% chance going through the weekend. So again, it's not widespread, but we do need rain. We're down about an inch of rain now for the year. And so if you look at the European model, you say, oh, wow, this is great. Oh, we'll get an inch and a half of rain spread out over several days. You look at the American model, it's not quite so bullish. It's under a ½ inch of rain around here. So again, there'll be scattered showers and thunderstorms starting tomorrow in the afternoon, and they'll linger off and on right through the upcoming weekend. But there's not any one day at this point that looks like it's going to be overly wet. But the humidity level will be high and the temperatures will be running a little bit above average, mostly in the mid-80s here for the foreseeable future after today. Today, we're closer to 90 degrees. That is your First Alert forecast. Now time for First Alert traffic.
And things are getting a little busier out there, certainly heading out the door if you're typically planning that commute at this point. Starting to see some more accidents get reported. And if you were tuning in with me a couple of minutes ago, I had mentioned that road closure. I want to mention this one more time in case you are just now waking up with us. There's a closure out there, and this is in the Charlotte area out towards Rocky River Road. So I want to draw your attention to the Harrisburg area there. We've got Rocky River. Rocky River Road is closed in both directions, and that's going to be in between High High Meadow Drive and Silver Fox Drive. There's some emergency repairs going on as of just about 10 to 15 minutes ago due to that sinkhole. So we definitely don't want to travel in that area. Please heed those alerts from officials and those signs. Don't try to go around any of those boundaries. There's a sinkhole out there. We also have a couple of accidents here, one on Rumpel Road, another on Graham Street, farther out towards the south. A couple more accidents to report on 16, but also on Woodlawn Road. And I do want to pass along some of these speeds right now on 77 in those north and southbound lanes just south of Uptown. You're only looking around 30 to 40 miles per hour. So it's going to be a little bit slow go there heading out on the roadways, especially along I-77. I'll continue to pass along these updates here in the next few minutes.
All right, thanks, Rachel. Well, next on WBTV News this morning, several schools changing contact tracing rules to keep students in school. The new protocols in Cabarrus County.
And a live look from Studio 1515 in Times Square coming up on CBS Mornings. Andrew Garfield talking about playing notorious televangelist Jim Bakker in the new film, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, which is out later this week. Stay with us.
iLab is always here for you with our safe telehealth technology. You can just walk in for an eye exam whenever you need one. And your eye exam is free when you buy 2 pairs of glasses for as low as $59.95. Find your nearest store at myeyelab.com or call 1-800-EYETEST.
I taught him all he knows about Depend-A-Worthy. It means fixing it right or it's free. And that's a guarantee.
1 hour heating and air.
Depend-A-Worthy.
Get closer to the magic than ever before. At Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party, playing Spectrum Center September 30th through October 3rd. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details and get your tickets today.
My name's Caleb. What's yours? I'm Grace. Did you just move here? Yeah. Cool.
If you're like most people, you love your pets, but they can be hard on your floors. Now is a great time to replace your floor with our certified pet-friendly products during our free installation sale. 50 Floor will move your furniture, take away your old floors, install your new floors, clean up, and leave. Most jobs are completed in 1 day. But hurry, free installation ends at the end of the month. Plus, save an extra $100 with promo code Home Improvement. Pay no interest if paid in full in 12 months.
Call 877-50-FLOOR. Pick up the phone, we'll be knocking at your door.
For the line crew and the go-getters. For shoulders to lean on and backs that don't break. For everyday heroes keeping doors open, lights on, and gears turning, there's Grainger. Supplies and solutions for every industry, plus 24/7 support and over 250 local branches. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is the one. Let's sell.
Gotcha. Home selling with OfferPad is as easy as...
Welcome to OfferPad. How can we help?
We want to sell our home to buy this one.
Cool. Sell to buy. Yep. Sell Express. Cash offer in 24 hours and a free move.
We let you choose your closing date.
We're ready. Close in 14 days.
Okay, we're moving fast. Let's do this. Go team!
Any way you want to sell, you're sold with OfferPad. Start your free sales request at OfferPad.com today.
Coit Deep Clean Services and Air Ducts. We offer commercial and emergency restoration services too. Save 30% on select services. Call 800-4COIT today.
The people we trust Coit.
If you think this is satisfying, try a 6-month supply of contacts plus an eye exam for $125. What a deal. Our lowest price ever. Lowest price. AccuView Oasis 6-month supply plus an eye exam for only $125. Satisfy your eyes.
6:54, this is new this morning. Cabarrus County Schools is modifying contact tracing.
It will now only be done if there are 2 or more confirmed cases in one setting. If a student is exposed to COVID-19 outside of school, parents no longer have to report it. But if any members of the student's household test positive, the student will have to quarantine.
And we've been following this breaking overnight news. What was Hurricane Nicholas making landfall along the Texas coast as a Category 1 storm? Rescue teams have been placed in the flooding-prone Houston area and along the coast in anticipation of heavy rain. It's pouring down there right now. Now, the storm has since been downgraded to a tropical storm, but it is expected to have a slow crawl over the south.
All right, let's get a last check on your traffic conditions heading out the door. There's a look. You see a lot of green, but that's not the case everywhere. In fact, there are still several alerts to pass along, from accidents to that road closure, from the sinkhole. And of course, we have seen heading out that way as well. We've got that road closure due to the sinkhole, but we also do have some slowdowns here on I-77, especially in those northbound lanes traveling towards the uptown area. In fact, speeds only at 20 miles an hour near the Arrowhead area. So keep that in mind heading out the door.
All right, weather-wise, here's what we're looking at. As John mentioned, Nicholas made landfall last night as a low-grade hurricane, now a tropical storm. Heavy, heavy rain. Texas over into Louisiana, Mississippi, even Alabama. Flood watches and warnings are up there. Meantime, 54 in Boone, everybody else in the 60s. A little patchy fog this morning, and then look for hazy sunshine this afternoon. The high temperature just shy of 90 degrees. Eventually, our rain chances will go up somewhat. Scattered thunderstorms starting Wednesday afternoon and lingering right through the weekend. At this point, no washouts in the forecast.
All right. Today at 9 a.m. on QC Morning, you can look at this video here. Do you guys know the signs of headlights?
Oh, my gosh, not that. Yeah.
I know it's a bad word in any family's household.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Well, we are going to get some help with what to look for and how to treat it, the important part.
Get out the Duke's mayonnaise. Telling you.
Hey,
it works.
It does work. I can guarantee you. All right, thank you so much for watching WBTV News this morning.
Have a great day. We're going to see you at 9 a.m.
Not bad on a ham sandwich either.
No, it's not.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, we should put a jar of mayonnaise on it.